Hi class, today we will discuss shear force and bending moment, which are important concepts in mechanics of deformable bodies. Before tayo mag-drawing ng shear and moment diagrams, kailangan muna natin maintindihan kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng shear force at bending moment at bakit sila mahalaga sa engineering. Kapag ang isang beam ay nilagyan ng load, assuming this is a simply supported beam, hindi ito nananatiling perfectly rigid. So, nagkakaroon po ito ng tinatawag nating internal forces at internal moment na nagdudulot ng stresses at deformation sa loob ng member. As future engineers, our goal is to determine those internal effects so that we can predict how a member will behave and ensure that it remains safe under loading. So before we proceed, let's define some important terms. First is the beams. Beams are long straight members that are subjected to loads perpendicular to longitudinal axis. They are classified according the way they are supported, such as the simply supported, cantilevered, or overhanging. So, a beam is a structural member that carries loads acting perpendicular to its longitudinal axis. In other words, ito ay isang member na kadalasang nakakaranas ng bending dahil sa mga load na nakapatong dito. Makikita natin ang mga beams sa mga bridges, floors ng buildings, roof structures, at marami pang iba. Next is the shear force. It is the net unbalanced vertical force acting at the exploratory section of the left or right section of the beam. So, para mas maintindihan natin, imagine class na pinuputol natin ang beam sa isang section at tinitingnan natin ang kaliwa o kanang bahagi nito. So, upang manatili in equilibrium ang bahagi ng beam, so ito yung cut section, may internal force na mabubuo sa cut section. Ang internal force na ito ay tinatawag natin na shear force. So, physically, ang shear force po ang may tendency na padulasin o paghiwalayin ang magkatabing bahagi ng beam. Next is the bending moment. So, bending moment is the net unbalanced moment acting at the centroid of the exploratory section of the left or right section of the beam. So, kapag may mga loads po na nakalagay sa beam, may tendency itong yumuko o umikot, Upang labanan ang effect na ito, so nagde-develop ng internal moment sa loob ng beam. Ang internal resisting moment na ito ang tinatawag nating bending moment. So, ito ang pangunahing dahilan kung bakit nagbe-bend o nagkakaroon ng curvature ang beam. So, bakit mahalaga ang shear force at bending moments? So, in mechanics of deformable bodies, hindi lang natin gustong malaman ang external loads. Ang gusto talaga natin malaman ay kung ano ang nangyayari dun sa loob ng member. Before we can determine the shear stress, the bending stress, at beam deflection. So, kailangan muna natin malaman ang internal forces at bending moment sa bawat section. So, kaya, masasabi natin na ang shear force at bending moment ang foundation ng analysis ng beam behavior. Okay, so we have two methods in drawing shear and moment diagrams. First is by establishing a shear and moment equations. Shear and moment equations are developed by passing exploratory sections at distance x from the left support at points of loading changes. Usually, the left support is taken as the origin 0, 0. So, example, meron tayo dito class na beam. So, yung left support po, nire-represent nito yung origin 0, 0. Then, habang lumalayo siya, so nagkakaroon ng distance. So, yun yung nagbabagong value ng x. Kaya from our algebra, di ba, nag-establish tayo ng function with some sort of variable as a function of x. Then, sa moment equation naman, na-form siya by using the definition of moment expressed as a function of x. So, to avoid confusion, class, gumagamit tayo ng sign convention. For positive shear force, the internal shear tends to rotate the beam segment clockwise. So, ito ding section, yung internal shear force niya, nagro-rotate clockwise. So, hence, it's a positive shear force. For positive bending moment, ang beam ay nagbe-bend sa tinatawag nating sagging. So, ganito. Kung saan yung example, pag positive bending moment, then nasa gitna yung neutral axis, yung upper or top fiber ay naka-compression, while yung bottom fiber naman po ay naka-tension. So, a simple way to remember this is that a positive bending moment creates a happy face. Then, pag negative moment naman, so sad face. So, loadings that are opposite to this are considered negative. No? So, kung ganito yung internal shear force niya, diba counterclockwise na to, hence, this is a negative shear force. These are some important key points to remember. In order to properly design a beam, it is important to know the variation of the internal shear and moment along its axis in order to find the points where these values are maximum. Since nagbabago po ang shear force at bending moment sa iba't ibang location ng beam, so gumagamit tayo ng shear and moment diagram. Then, shear and moment diagrams are just visualization of the shear and moment equations plotted on the Vx axis and Mx axis. The discontinuities in the shear diagram are joined by vertical lines drawn up or down to represent abrupt change in shear. The point of zero shears corresponds to the point of maximum moment. So, one important relationship to remember, class, is that the maximum bending moment usually occurs where the shear force is 0. So, ibig sabihin lang, kung nasan yung zero shear, dun sa shear moment diagram natin, nandun yung maximum moment. Shear and moment at points of loading change can be computed by substituting appropriate values of x in the shear and moment equation, or direct computation by using the definition of shear and moment. The point where the value of the moment except supports is 0 is called point of inflection. So, kung nasa naman po yung zero moment, except dun sa support, nandun naman yung tinatawag nating point of inflection. So, later sa diagram or sa mga examples natin, makikita nyo kung ano yung tinutukoy dito at saka dito.